Today on America's Court with Judge Ross.
I was able to change that $10,000 into $20,000.
Okay, you and Jay-Z, huh? You gonna level up on another, you gonna make some out of yourself there. I like it. It all sounds too good to be true. In my courtroom, it's about equity and fairness. Stop. Is that true? I don't want you to understand. I want you to overstand.
Yes, sir.
That's why they pay me the big bucks. Justice should be more than just some foreign concept. I actually want you to learn something. That's not gonna happen. Not up in here, not today. And boom goes the dynamite.
Fair, firm, compassionate. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. Chadwick Edmonds claims he and his brother started a healthy juice business and says his siblings secretly created a spin-off beverage with alcohol and hurt their company.
All rise. Remain standing and come to order. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Kevin Ross presiding.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
Mr. Edmonds is suing Chase Edmonds in the amount of $5,000.
All parties have been sworn, Your Honor.
Sir, good Deputy Thomas. So, good business partnerships require communication and mutual respect. Good family partnerships, even more so. I get the sense that both those things were lacking here. Who's at fault?
Your Honor, I would say Chase here.
Of course you would say that. Chadwick, why do you feel as though Chase was the irresponsible party here?
Well, Your Honor, if you don't mind, I'd like to start from the beginning of the situation.
Let's do that.
So I initially have a background in fitness. I'm a fitness guru, and I also train as well.
All right.
My brother, for a while, he was incarcerated
All right.
for about 8 months or so.
Is that true, Chase?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was this your first time being incarcerated?
Yeah, you can say it's my first time doing that stretch.
During that stretch?
Doing a stretch like that.
My question was real easy to answer. Have you been incarcerated more than once, sir?
No,
No. This was the first time.
first time.
Okay, well, why didn't you just say that?
Sorry, Your Honor.
That's okay. Are you a little nervous?
You know what? Because I ain't been to court in a minute, you know?
You ain't been to court in a minute. When was the last minute you were in court?
The last time I've been to court was when I got incarcerated.
Understandably so, then you would be nervous. Because there's a correlation between court and outcomes not necessarily going in your favor.
Yes, sir.
I understood. All right, I get it. I'll work with you. So we have a situation, Chadwick, where you're into fitness. He's incarcerated.
Mm-hmm.
He's got financial resources.
Yes.
You need those financial resources because you have an idea to start some sort of business.
Well, I wouldn't say I need the financial resources. We wanted to get the
Did
money.
you use his financial resources?
We wanted to use the finance. I wanted to get him out of jail early. He was having a little bit
We're
of...
not talking about jail now. We're talking about one brother having financial resources that the other brother uses.
This exchange is legally important because it clarifies intent. Chase didn't just hand over money casually. This was capital given with purpose. Lawyer fees, early release, and the foundation of a family business. In partnership law, intent defines obligation. Judge Ross skillfully corners the issue by stripping away emotional language and boiling it down to facts. Chase had money. Chadwick needed it. And the business wouldn't exist without that contribution. That establishes Chase not as a passive investor, but as a co-founder. Once that's locked in, the law automatically imposes duties of loyalty, disclosure, and consent. You can't later pretend the money was informal when the entire enterprise was built on it.
For the benefit of, hopefully, the family.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so you needed his financial resources.
Yes, Your Honor, I needed his financial
Because you didn't
resources.
have them on your own. Otherwise, you wouldn't have probably have gone into business with someone who was not necessarily on the same path as you were on.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that fair?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
I used the money to get an attorney to help him produce his sentence.
Okay, so you used the money that Chase gave you
Yes.
to help get an attorney that was able to broker a better plea agreement.
Yes,
Got it.
I created a
But
business.
part of that agreement was that he had to do time in custody.
Yes.
Got it? So far, are we on the same page?
So far, so good.
Okay.
Sounds
And then
about
we
right.
have Chadwick taking your money
Yeah.
and also saying, let's make this
Make-
into something more than just us chasing this dollar.
Yes. Yes.
Talk to
basically.
me about that.
While I was incarcerated, I gave him $10,000, to get me a lawyer. First, start your business. Boom.
You knew what the business was going to be about?
You know what? I talked to him when I was in there. He told me about something about juice or,
All
so
you
yeah.
knew was that it was something about juice.
Yeah,
You giving
like
somebody, even though it's your brother, $10,000.
Yeah, I believe him.
And they doing something with some juice.
Hey, like I said, that's the only guy I can trust, really,
All right. You take the money and create some sort of juice product.
Yes.
All right.
I create Squeeze Me. It's a
Squeeze me.
Squeeze Me.
I like it.
I created this business to, one, create money so we can get an attorney to be able to eventually get him out of jail, and also create financial success in the family. We have a long history of not.
Is it just the two of you in terms of siblings?
Yes.
All right.
It's just
You were going to say that you have a long history of.
not having financial success in the family.
All right.
I was able to change that $10,000 into $20,000.
Okay, you and Jay-Z, huh? You gonna level up on another, you gonna make some out of yourself there. I like it. It all sounds too good to be true.
Coming up on America's Court.
You even indicate that you all would subject yourselves to mediation.
Yes.
This isn't mediation. This is a contract term that you put. So aren't you in violation by not going through mediation on your own contract?
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. America's Court is back with the case of Chadwick Edmonds, who is suing Chase Edmonds for violation of fiduciary duties.
What do you do with the $20,000?
So my brother, we were able to get the attorney to reduce the sentence, so he was able to get out in a year. And so once he got out, he wanted to join the business, obviously, because
Well,
it's a
he wanted to
partnership.
join the business that he helped start.
Yes, Your Honor.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. And was there some sort of contractual?
We had a contract. I have evidence right
did
here
have
of
a
partnership.
contract.
Now we enter the backbone of the case. The contract. This isn't a casual agreement scribbled on a napkin. This is a structured partnership document spelling out ownership, decision-making, and restrictions. Judge Ross immediately locks onto the phrase, "Big decisions must be mutual." That sentence alone carries enormous legal weight. When partners agree to shared authority, unilateral actions become violations, not mistakes. The fact that Chadwick authored the contract himself removes ambiguity. You don't get to plead ignorance when you wrote the rules. And yes, the AI joke lands, but legally, the contract is airtight.
Okay.
Anything else you
Whose
wanna give?
decision was it to come up with the
Just
contract?
that one for
Just
right.
that?
Yes, Your Honor.
I guess we're good. That's it.
All right. Whose decision was it to come up with the contract?
That was my decision. I tend to be very organized when it comes to those things.
And what did you say specifically in the contract?
I would take care of the managerial process. He has the upfront capital, so we would use that to create the business. But big decisions would be made between us. Day-to-day decisions we would kind of take care of on our own.
So in other words, you were 50-50 in terms of percentage of ownership and contributions as it relates to the direction and future of the company.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that correct, sir?
It's about correct.
What's not correct about it?
No, it's correct. It's correct.
So that's yes.
Yes.
Okay, copy.
Sorry, Your Honor.
All right, now we're going to have a reasonable effort to protect the brand's reputation. This was a focus on health and fitness. So far, so good?
So far, so good.
You were good with that, given his background. You know that was his jam.
Yeah, that was-
fitness and
that was-
exercise and
that's what took
eating
me.
healthy and squeeze me, all of it. It was like a symphony, if you will. Right? Okay. Upon dissolution, capital contributions and reasonable business expenses shall be reimbursed before profits are divided. Okay. If the partnership is dissolved, debt and liabilities will be paid first, followed by the capital contributions. All right. You got on the internet and hooked up with some AI chat.
Yeah, ChatGPT helps out a lot.
It reads like that, but that's, hey, use it, right, if you can, to your advantage. All right, you expected loyalty and good faith, can't divert opportunities or operate a competing business without consent of the other. You even indicate that you all would subject yourselves to mediation.
Yes.
This isn't mediation.
We've had a
This is a
history-
contract term that you put,
Yes, Your Honor. it is.
right? So aren't you in violation by not going through mediation on your own contract?
I don't believe I am because we've had
Then why put in parties have to go to mediation?
mediation. I feel like would be the right step if we didn't have a large falling out before this situation happened. I would have been fine with mediation if he would have been open to discussing what he did.
Okay, and what did he do?
He started, I'm in health and fitness.
We
We
got
are a
that.
small brand.
Right, squeeze me.
And he started a business trying to put alcohol in our juices called Squeeze Me Dirty.
This is the turning point. The air changes the moment Squeeze Me Dirty enters the record. From a branding and fiduciary standpoint, this is catastrophic. Alcohol directly contradicts a health-based brand. Worse, it was done without consent. That's not innovation, that's diversion. Judge Ross reacts not just as a judge, but as someone who understands narrative impact. The name alone erodes trust. And legally, operating a competing product under a related brand is one of the clearest breaches of fiduciary duty you can commit. This is where Chase's defense begins to unravel.
Completely changes
Completely
the narrative.
changes.
Would you say?
Squeeze me dirty.
You go from squeeze me healthy to squeeze me dirty. What were you thinking?
I was thinking because when I first came home, the money wasn't picking up fast enough. So,
Excuse me?
so basically, with his brand, you know, his crowd, I don't really mess with his crowd, like the yoga people, you know, gym. You know, I'm telling him, like, let's get together and figure something out. Let's sell liquor.
He had been out of jail for
I
a
asked
month,
him.
Your Honor.
I'm
So
not
listen.
following you. You were doing so well up to this point. You trusted your brother. You give him money. He doubles that amount of money.
Yeah.
He's obviously onto something. And then all of a sudden you you go dirty on him, literally.
No, it wasn't like a dirty move. It was, you know, just to,
Talk to
everybody
me.
drinks.
Talk to me.
Everybody drinks, you know. So I'm more like
Everybody drinks.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you drink.
Well, this is not
Little
about
shots
me.
It's not about you right now, but
Your Honor, he has a history of
No,
doing
I
things
want
like
to. He's.
that's pretty much it. I wanted to make a little bit more than what he was making, and I feel.
Well,
like,
how much were you trying to make?
I mean, I was just trying to expand a little bit more money in. A little
You
bit.
had just started.
I just started, yeah.
All money ain't good money.
Yeah, but I mean, we made a profit.
You made a profit with the squeeze me dirty, huh?
Yeah. So
How much did you make?
I mean, I made about more than him in about a week.
In about a week.
In about a week.
Okay, now you're talking gibberish.
6,000.
All right, so
Check it out.
He,
are you on something?
No, sir.
No, seriously.
No, sir.
You said you made that in a week. That doesn't even make sense.
About a week.
What were you incarcerated for?
Incarcerated for credit fraud. So I
And
feel
why
like
were you engaging in credit? Why were you
I mean,
engaging in
this is
credit
something
fraud?
I did years ago or whatever. So
Why were you engaging in credit fraud?
for some, you know,
Because
money,
the reason
bills.
that I ask that is so often my experience as a prosecutor and as a judge,
Yes, sir.
people who are involved with somehow theft-related crimes, that's not usually what's going on.
Okay.
What's usually going on is they're dealing with a drug addiction.
Coming up on America's Court.
I believe that he had the right intentions. My brother is an honest individual. He's been an upstanding individual his whole life. He's
Who
always
commits theft.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. America's Court is back with the case of Chadwick Edmonds, who is suing Chase Edmonds for violation of fiduciary duties.
There's so many people that are locked up. The issue is not that they're thieves. The issue is they're drug addicts. And they're in a state of doing whatever they need to do.
This moment humanizes the case. Judge Ross slows the pace intentionally. He's no longer talking about money, he's talking about cycles. Addiction. Abuse. Trauma. Courts don't ignore context, especially when family is involved. But empathy does not erase accountability. This segment explains why Chase made reckless choices, not why they're acceptable. It also explains Chadwick's internal conflict, loyalty versus self-preservation. That tension sits at the heart of this lawsuit.
To get that next hit.
We have a history of addiction in our family.
Yes, we do. My father,
Yes, we do, or yes, you do.
you could say I got a addiction of, alcohol.
When's the last time you've gotten high?
I haven't gotten high since I've been out. I've been out for about a month. So
Do you believe him?
I believe him. I believe that he had the right intentions. My brother is an honest individual. He's been an upstanding individual his whole life. He's
Who
always
commits theft.
We've come
And
from
theft is a crime involving being dishonest.
being dishonest. Yes,
And I know he's your brother. And sometimes we don't want to see what we need to see with the people that are closest to us who we love.
we've come from a background where it's been very abusive.
Who was being abused?
Both of us.
You were abused by your dad
Yes, sir.
while he was dealing with his addiction.
While he was dealing with his addiction, yes.
And explain to me again why you would choose to forego a profitable business that's about health and vitality and not being drug addicted and not being addicted to alcohol.
I just thought it was gonna be bring in more money, That's all I'm thinking, Your Honor.
You still believe in him,
I do, 100%.
but you're suing him.
Because I am fed up with not allowing myself to be an entrepreneur as well.
Coming up on America's Court.
I used to do drug court when I was a judge in Los Angeles. And some people were able to actually look me in my eye and say, I'm completely clean. And then they would test dirty, pun intended.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program. America's Court is back with the case of Chadwick Edmonds, who is suing Chase Edmonds for violation of fiduciary duties.
We're here because ultimately you were running a successful business.
Yes.
And you missed out on an opportunity.
Here's the measurable damage. Lost partnerships. Cancelled opportunities. Reputational harm. Courts love evidence like this because it converts emotion into numbers. The Fit Festival rejection directly ties Chase's actions to financial loss. Judge Ross understands this instantly. This is no longer speculative harm, it's documented. And when harm is documented, rulings become straightforward. The dirty decision didn't just offend values, it cost real money.
With people that you want to partner up with because they want to partner based on the healthy version of Squeeze Me and not the dirty version of Squeeze Me.
Correct, yes.
And he did this without your approval.
Yes, and I have proof that he also did it without my approval.
No.
Yeah,
In here will be
A lot of paper.
a lot of paper.
the cancellations of me submitting to the Fit Festival, the acceptance to the Fit Festival.
There was a Fit Festival that you were trying to leverage into another opportunity and more financial resources. And when they found out, from what I recall, about the dirty version of Squeeze Me, they said, we're out.
That's correct.
All right. I used to do drug court when I was a judge in Los Angeles. And I would have conversations with people who were still struggling all the time. And some people were able to actually look me in my eye and say, I'm completely clean.
Yes, sir.
And then they would test dirty. Pun intended.
Yes,
I
sir.
think you're still dealing with something, sir.
No, honestly.
You don't have to answer.
Oh.
That wasn't a question.
Yes, sir.
All right, so we got the partnership agreement. We got some email exchanges from you, Chase, saying, I think you're moving too slow. I need money. I gave you money to make money, not to hold on to it. You need money. That has a very sort of addict sound to it.
Judge Ross's verdict when America's Court returns. This is America's Court with Judge Ross, Emmy nominated for Outstanding Legal Courtroom Program.
I see that it was the agreement with the company that you were going to partner with was canceled. and you had paid monies, and so you want to have those monies reimbursed, and you feel as though the $10,000 that was started with the company, you want $5,000 back.
Yes, Your Honor. I want $3,000 for the marketing that I paid for the Fit Festival and $2,000 for the booth that I paid for the Fit Festival. That was money out of my own pocket.
Okay. Why not buy them out and go dirty all the way? If you're going to go big or go home.
I mean, I feel like we started this together, you know?
Okay.
And
But you didn't abide by his vision. So why not buy him out? There's something going on with you.
it's my brother, man.
I know that. That's not a good partnership. The question is, are you entitled to be bought out?
I believe so.
And based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, the court's going to rule in favor of the plaintiff because the contract does indicate an equal dividing up of the assets, including that initial contribution. So you agreed to it. Judgment in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $5,000. That is the order. Case closed.
All rise.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $5,000.
Judge Ross's ruling is textbook partnership law. Equal ownership means equal protection. The contract dictates reimbursement. The breach is clear. The damages are modest, but the principle is enormous. This judgment isn't about punishing addiction, it's about enforcing agreements. The $5,000 award restores balance, not dominance. And importantly, the judge avoids moral grandstanding. He lets the law speak. This case wasn't really about juice. It was about trust, timing, and boundaries. Judge Ross reminded us that family loyalty does not cancel legal responsibility, and ambition does not excuse betrayal. Contracts matter, especially when emotions cloud judgment. Addiction explains behavior, but it doesn't erase consequences. If there's one takeaway, it's this: protect your vision, document your agreements, and never confuse urgency with entitlement. If you found this case as powerful and revealing as we did, hit that like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns. We'll see you in the next case.